Yo, Bad Mind TV, big up, Wagwan. You get me? Big up the subscribers. Every day I see you adding my things still. And like he says, since I've been here, I ain't beg no one to subscribe. I ain't beg no one for no likes, yeah. So what I've got through people that's naturally seeing my thing. I think, you know what? I'm gonna show some support to the energy of this, so it's good, yeah. Maybe I would get more if I sat there going like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Maybe I would have got more, but you know what? I still rate how the ones I have got done it naturally, yeah, and I love that. So respect here. Anyway, boom. You know what? Yeah, I watched something yesterday, and it made me kind of uncomfortable, and I had to say something. I had to say something. When something gets your attention, I watched the Avalanche podcast thing. You get me? Big him up still. I've never heard of him before, unless he was involved. He was involved in music or something. Avalanche, maybe London. I'm not really sure. Never seen his face before. Seems like a cool kid. You get me? Seems like he's all right. You get me? If I was on the wing with him, with a guitar, you get me? With a probably, yeah. And obviously, you know what I mean? He's all right. He seems all right. And then obviously, he's just come out of jail. He says so. That's really good what he's doing. Big up to you, cause you just come out and yeah, mash works, yeah. So you obviously make your little thing on the wing, yeah. But boom, he's come out. He's making movements, yeah. He's obviously on license, so obviously, if he ain't just come out, he's a 2 year license. He's done 8 years, so yeah, he'd be on at least a 2 year, probably a 3 year license. Even half of it, 4 years could be. So um, he's out now, and he's done it. He's invited a man on his podcast, yeah. And it come like the man come for disrespect the brother. It's like he's come to disrespect. I don't know if they planned that energy of what was going on. I don't think you can plan that. It's not something you can plan. To say, all right, we're gonna act like this. You're gonna be the madman, and I'm gonna be what was his role. Because the way it looked to me, I was waiting for the Avalanche you to just say, you know what, loud this and just start swing out. I actually, you know what, that watching that gave me adrenaline. I got adrenaline from it as a as a N word kind of brother mentality. I'm sitting in my yard going, yo, you lick, what's it? I'm on one of them ones there in my yard. I'm thinking, yo, why am I why am I got those feelings if I'm not there? I can only imagine if I was there. I can only imagine if Avalanche was my brethren. You see, if I was there and Avalanche was my brethren, remember the whole of his entourage were intimidated by his guest. So the females looked intimidated towards the end. They were just sitting in the corner like, oh no. You get me? Cause they know a black man stay and oh we can go. Yeah? And they would have been the first witnesses to stand up in court. You see, the first witnesses to go in the stand if something did happen in there. Remember I said my man already said that he was when he come in and he was getting dressed so undressed, oh, I'm just hiding something. And my man says, yo, what you come here with that for? You never need I thought we was brethren. You understand what I'm saying to you? So obviously he might already this tries to say, something I put down. Yeah, so you got that side of it, yeah. So that means he come with that intention. If I bring my weapon, it's because I know, say, I'm gonna trust you, or me know, so me go on a certain way, and if I go on a certain way, and you want go on like you're fresh, me come back my weapon pan you, do me have it do. So obviously, like I didn't like what I watched though, to tell you the truth, yeah. And to tell you the truth, it seems like they've got a complex with each other where there's a little bit of a lack of respect. I think one of them's done something and one of them don't respect the other one for it. One of them's done something in the past that hasn't been forgiven. Yeah. That's what that seemed like to me. I know Negroes, bro. Like, you can't really bring nothing to me and I'll know. If somebody did do something. And then the people in the chat was talking about some snitching thing. And then, like, oh, he snitched on somebody. But because it wasn't something that the guest could prove, he don't know. It's like it was skated over. I don't know. Somebody was saying something in their chat on the screen, but then I don't know, man. Like that's what you just come out of jail, bro. You just stay away from them kind of people. There still, you don't want them kind of n words around you, bro. I'm being serious, bro. Avoid them like he'll avoid a stinking boom boom. You have to just avoid them, brother. Because like they're not gonna come with nothing thingy. You never see him go on like that on the ZZ Mills or other podcasts that he's been on. He kept himself quite thingy, but because him feel same know you from the street, and he brought that energy right through your thing. There wasn't even a moment where he allowed you to do your thing and gave you the respect of it. Like, let me do my questions. You're almost having to beg the blood clot you for your questions, blood. Better say you just come. Oh, you know what, brother? And just do what you had to do, and he'll respect you the next day. He seems like a kind of a brother who'll be like, yo, my man said, you know what, I was going on the way still, you know what, yeah, I was going on, I was moving something there, you get me? Yeah? I was saying, yo, what's all this? He's all shouting in your face and that, like, yo, in your face like that. Is that the relationship what you two got? I'm telling you, if I got a relationship like that with them, man, something's gonna happen to you, blood. Something gonna happen to you in the end. Come in, I just tell my head, just take me. I can't take this no more. We have to do something. Yeah? You're there shouting in my face, you're pushing up yourself on me. Push up every minute. It's like he wanted you to do something. And if you did, that was your recall straight back to prison because you was live streaming. So technically it was risky doing that on a live stream. When he was doing live stream, I say, if this was recorded, he'd have stopped it long time. Or he just wouldn't have put advertising. I don't think you would have posted that. But because it was a live stream, I think when you stop it, it automatically posts. So you can't really, yeah, but I don't think that video should have posted, to tell you the truth. I don't even think you should have posted it. Yeah, you got big views on it. The views are lovely. Yeah, because this is my channel, Bad Mind TV, and I can see that, yeah, my views ain't like that. Yeah. But I'm happy with what I'm working with. Yeah, and I'm not ungrateful. Well, that's big views in the time what they put the video up here because of his guest. So what it is here, it's like your guest put you through that 2 hours worth of nightmare to make sure that him getting his money's worth. You never hear him tell you at the end, this is my podcast now. And me run this, that's what he came for, brother. And if I was your brethren, I would have told you, don't bring that fucking parasite on your thing. I'm not disrespecting nobody, no, but that was very parasite behaviour, very cockroach and scumbaggish behaviour. And there was no respect for you at all. That's why if you pull down that blood clot video, you shouldn't even make it get so much views, because no matter what, you're going to realise what you've done, my brother. I don't know you, Avalanche, but I'm going to tell you, in about 5 years, when the video is satted, you're going to see what you've done. Yeah, you're going to look at it differently as you age, you know, because you just come out and you're probably still in the hype inside and your freedom and that. Watch when you get little settle down and you watch it and say, yo, every time you watch, it's going to do your head in, because it would me. Every time you watch, you'll see a little something you didn't see last time. You see something what he said a little bit differently. Don't get wrong, you was backing your thing and you was making him know, like, yeah, you did well, bro. But listen to me, you backed your thing then. Yeah, you held your platform. I just didn't like the way man are pushing up on you in a year thing. That's parasite behaviour. Yeah, and it's a man who's looking something like poking you, poke. Yeah, and I know why for that business, because sometimes a nigga will poke to see the reaction out here. Sometimes it's just how it is. There's no other words to describe stuff. So you man can't bring no wife in that with me, because sometimes the word that you need is that word. Yeah. So it's like he was poke just trying to get a reaction out here, and you would have lose in the end. So fair play for you for holding your cool. I couldn't have done that still. Not for that long. I would have either stopped the video and told him to fuck off at my studio. Yeah. Or thingy, you get me? Because the man's got your whole entourage intimidated. All the black boy go walk off when he was trying to come over, and he's trying to be the thingy, trying to spin that thing on the what's it. Mama's not interested in anything that you want you to do. And then when Mama's walking off, I could see the other man's trying to send him back, like, go on, man, keep going. He's going, nah, mate, I ain't doing that no more. You get me? I'm not even going to try. Yeah? So your staff, you all put your staff in a vulnerable situation. Now, if I was a member of your staff and I was a wet boy, I wouldn't even have worked for you again. I'd have gone get a job in at Aldi's or Tesco. Come in, I'll do that. Or somebody have a podcast. I would have said, listen, I've done some work with me. That's why they forgot to charge your camera, bro. They was that paranoid. Probably thinks, oh, gunshot, I got beaten at the studio. They was paranoid, yeah. They didn't even know what going, yeah. You know, like that, yeah. And then there's next man turn up. Or the next brother turn up. And what happened to Blood Clot, my man? Where Chronics he go? Where did Chronics go? Because he was there. He walked out where there was a little bit of argument in the hallway. Then when he's a come back, my man's gone. So I just thought this was spooky. Yeah. And then my man come back in with some kind of bag, and I thought, ooh, as he come with it, Is he come with the phone fizzing or something in the bag them? He say, yo, where him coming in that little duff? Did he have it to start with? I never remember him coming with no bag to start with, you know. So from there we'd have attacked you. From you come back into the room there with a bag. And I'm one of the man them's come to check you. Cause I know it was on the man the way he jumped up and hugged him, bear hugged him, yeah. That's to show that he's a big fish. You hear me? Like he's a big character, yeah. That's why when he come in the room, I have to jump up and hug him. So when I've seen that now, never saw that brother again, unless maybe you in that gap things happen, man could have sit down all that juice, whatever. But there was no change. In fact, he got worse after that brother left. Yeah. After that brother left and he come back with a little bag, he got worse with you, yeah. Till you tell him sit down, you stand up and you told him, you know. I urge you tell him, say, yo, don't come in here. Don't come in here and stand over me. Cause I don't like just come out. Yo, yeah, we don't like when man are standing over us. We're not under. Yeah, if you in a cell and a man's talking to you and he's standing over you and you're talking, you'll get up. So yo, you stand over, man. You get me? And rare. So I could see that there's a lack of respect there, Avalanche. Now, like I said, I don't know you. Seem like a cool kid, yeah. I like how you set up and how you're doing the thing. We love the thing with the two girls and what you have. Yeah, I like the two girls and they come over and over. So, and it's like they knew their time. Where they've probably done strip clubs and that, where they knew how to work the floor. Look, good girls them. Good girls and how to work the floor. You know what I'm saying? Them not awfully work the floor. They've done retail before. You can see they've done probably restaurants and yeah. And they come at the right time. As soon as one of them watch you. Yeah. Good fucking thing. You give them a tap on the back and they kept their cool as well, because some girl would have run out of this, so, you know, because they know why you plap. Book 'em. Then they run off. Yeah. They held their corner. So them they know about the man them. Yeah. But yo, listen. I just had to say something, bro, cause it raw had me like this. Me all I bite my fingernails there. You know, shit. And watch, listen, after the video, I had to blaze up my thing, you know. I had to calm my nerves, brethren. Yeah, that got me going. It raw got me on a bit of an aggy one. You get me? So, like, I don't know what made you, don't get me wrong, it's got your views on your channel, yeah? So obviously, and maybe he knew he's going to get your views, and for your views, you had to take that abuse, basically, to get your views, you know me? And as a man them, to the guest, me never want to say the name, because I don't look no clout off of you, yeah? But I don't like the, I don't rate the thing, I don't rate the thing, you know what I mean? You didn't need to go on the man's thing like that on the profile and on his platform, and you get me. You just never look good still. You just made yourself like a total madman. You know, see the man mother messaged him and said, yo, you need to get away from them people there. That's the time you should have switched off your blood clot life. That's it. So you know what? My mom's contacted me and says, yo, who am I talking to? I just stopped the live and says, yo, bro, try this another day when you come with a bit more something there. We'll have to try this another day, because I feel right now that something will happen. And me no want go back upon the wing. I just come off the wing, yeah? This man's talking about jail. Like you said, 50 years ago, bro. 50 years ago. And he's talking about Penn. Penn's a different ball game now. They got TVs. When he was on about jail, they never had TVs, you know. No, sorry, he said 2015. They did then, but I'm sure there was a time when he was juvenile time. For his age group, they wouldn't have had TVs. Yeah, juvenile for us, there was no TVs. Yeah, so like we don't proper jail, hard jail. You get me? When you're doing 23-hour jail bang up and you've got one magazine and you read it back to front 3 times, you're still trying to read the next day to see if there's anything you missed. That's how bad it is. Yeah, y'all I read Bible and Quran because it's something to read. Yeah, so what I'm saying is like, big up Avalanche's thing, yeah. But yo, don't be involving those kind of people on your platform, bro. But that's your platform and do what you do. But love all of that, bro. You're gonna get yourself recalled. Remember, on every license it says not to associate with known criminals. So when you inviting a kind of man down your thing and it goes west, you're going back to the wing and they're going back on the road to iPop people and go on with them fuckery. So big up Avalanche, and hope you think like your podcast goes well. Boom, one order from Bad Mind TV. Respect.